Hey traders, let's have a market update across all the markets. Let's get straight into it. Don't place a trade based on what you'll see in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Alrighty traders, for the first 15 people, I'm giving away free access to the Super Trader Formula. See the formula right there, guys? I'm giving away 15 people. Very first thing in the description there. Click on that very first thing in the description. Click on that. And I'm giving away for the first 15 people only. Go get that right now. So let's have a look at the S&P 500, guys, of what's happening. So today, pretty much a nothing day today. But what's happening right now when looking at the S&P 500 is we're continuing to build this overall process. And so we can see there through, we continue to build this overall sort of slow progress. And this is what I was saying in the last few market updates, was that I want to see what actually develops here. Okay, what actually develops all through here. So the reason why I'm saying that is that because if we have a strong down and a slower cross, then we could be getting ready for another move down. Now, on the caveat of what I've just said there, if that pattern does form, okay, the slow down and across, if you guys have been watching me now for quite some time, you know that one of my favorite types of patterns, and it's actually part of the formula that you're going to get free, which is the L-shaped pattern, right? So the L-shaped pattern is down, across, up, across, right? So that is the L shape and the upside down L shape and the L shaped pattern. So that's what I'm always looking for, and that generally produces, if we get a breakdown, a bit of a move down. So that's looking at the short-term analysis there. Okay. Now, once again, guys, if we do develop the sideways here, I'm not saying we're going to get the breakdown here, because what can happen, and what does happen a lot of the times, is that we end up getting a break out like that, and then we make a move to all-time new highs. So right now, I'm on the, we just don't know what's going to form, right? Right now, we are developing this overall sort of sideways movement, slow down. If we do get scenario number one, is that we get the L-shaped pattern, which we're starting to develop the L-shaped pattern now, and we do get the breakdown from here, I believe that's going to be short-lived, because I believe the ultimate direction for this is going to be new. I believe the ultimate direction for the stock market is going to be all-time new highs. Now, again, guys, that is my opinion, and that's just what I'm seeing right now. I believe we're going to do that because we are right now still traders. The bottom line is that we are in a very big we're in a very strong bull market, and trying to call a major top here right now, like some people are doing right now, is very risky, right? It's very risky because when we're trading, guys, we want to throw our egos out the window, right? Like, leave your ego out the window. Like, I don't even know. What am I doing? I'm reading what the patterns are telling me. The big picture pattern on the weekly chart is telling me what? It's telling me, good old hunky donkey. Hunky donkey. Where the hell did that come from? Oh, I love trading, guys. Trading is amazing, isn't it? Oh, I just recently finished a session with my private clients this morning, guys. And oh my goodness, I walked through just some really incredible stuff that's really going to help them. I'm so proud of today's session that I did for them, because I do every single week. I do a session for them, and it's just absolutely amazing. So if you are interested in becoming a private client, that second link in the description there, guys. Go fill out the application form. And I'll put you on the waiting list, because it's actually closed right now. But so you'll be on the waiting list. If you do get in, you'll be on the waiting list for when I do open it again. But if you do want to be on the waiting list, go fill out the application form. I'll speak to you. If you're a good fit, you'll be on the waiting list. Right now, guys, we're getting a pullback here, right? So even if, as you can see here, what's on the weekly chart? So on the weekly chart, if we get something like this on the weekly chart, and we get something like this, who's still in control right now? Who's still in control? The buyers, right? Because we have this significant low move up. There's a very high probability that even if we do get the overall down movement on this weekly chart, guess what? Away we go again. We're likely to scoop back up, and away we go again. If we do, and we go back to the daily charts now, right? If we do scenario number one here, which is scenario number one is that we're forming a bit of a topping pattern and we do break down. Okay, let's just say, for example, that just happened, okay? Let's say that does happen. John, you're an idiot. How can you be calling all-time new highs, blah, 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 all right? I hear some of you bumblebees in the chat box below, and it's okay. So many people, so many of you guys were telling me, how could the market make a new high when I actually did my video? And you can go back and watch this. And back in May, in April, May this year, I did a video. And if you click on my name, you can go watch the trailer video. You can see where I actually said I'm expecting all-time new highs out of the stock market. People called me crazy then, and the market rallies up. Oh, the market's not going to go to all-time new highs. You're crazy, John. Well, the market can do anything, right? But looking at this level through here, guys, if we look at the actual stock market itself, we can actually see that there's a real significant level all through that sort of 4,300 level. That's a real, like, yeah, like a boom, like a good support level. I'm trying to think of a good name, but I don't know. Good support level, right? A good support level. So, and the reason why I'm saying this, guys, is look at this here. And this is, and as you can see here, traders, right? What am I doing here, right? It's having the analysis of the big picture where we are. So if we go back to our daily charts now, if we do develop a move down, it's probably only going to be short-lived. Like we might get that, and then we may get something like that. And it may even have a bit of a flush down like this here to flush all the weekends out and then see something like that. Okay, so that's scenario number one. Scenario number two is that we just keep going sideways for a little bit more, right? We continue going sideways, or it may just slowly drip down, right? It may do something like this, right? Something like that. And then after we've had enough time, because we need enough time of this sideways movement for the market to refuel. And what is that? That is like when the market goes up, the market goes sideways to refuel the energy building phase before it gets going again, okay? This whole thing here now is an energy building phase before it gets going again. The bottom line is, guys, is that I really do see the stock market getting ready for all-time new highs. But on the short-term level there, we could possibly even see a bit of a short-term pullback out of this level here, guys. And again, guys, what I'm talking about here is chart reading and sort of trading analysis here, right? And in that super trader formula, you'll see part of it is all about the techniques and so on and so forth. Again, you'll be able to see that there first thing in the description in the super trader formula that I'm giving away. First 15 people only. And you'll see the reason why it's only 15 people only, okay? So we can see that's what's going on through there, right? What's going on through here? A bit of a short-term pullback, and then away we go, right? So we can see that through there on the S&P 500, and that's what I'm expecting the market to hold here, and especially like even the Dow Jones, right? Look what the Dow Jones is doing. The Dow Jones is just like, oh, there's possibly, possibly something good going on here, right? Because look at this here. We've had an up move. We had this overall sideways. We've had this up move. We had this down move. Some people are calling for something like this to happen, right? Where, and obviously, traders, anything can happen, right? That's obviously the nature of the beast, right? That's the nature of the beast of the stock market, right? Anything can happen. But what we can see and what does happen a lot of the times is that we actually do, what does happen a lot of times is when we get these pullbacks, we get ready for more of like a slingshot move back to the upside, back to all-time new highs. I'm sort of veering towards movement to new highs. But you know what, traders? I may be eating crow. So let's see what happens there, guys, right? Let's see what happens. The number one thing for you guys is, guess what? If you want to be a successful trader, do you trade just based off what I just said there? No, right? No, right? And I know most of you are. Most of you are looking, oh, what's that next thing that's going to happen? What's that next quick tip? What can I trade? What? No, relax. What's your pattern? Every time I go to the market, traders, and again, you'll find out with my private clients, and what I teach them is that every time I go to the market, I'm looking for my pattern. I'm not just looking for anything like, oh, I'm looking for something that looks good. That's not good, right? That's not good. We need a pattern. We need a foundation. And there are setups, guys, that's going to give you a really high win-loss ratio. And not only that, but there are setups that I even talked with my private clients today with the support session I did for them, that there are setups out there, guys, that are likely that when it does set up, they're likely to produce really big returns for you, right? Likely, okay? So let's go have a look at gold and silver right now. So silver, a bit of a volatile wildcat for silver right now. A bit of a nothing, but right now lately, a bit of a nothing day happening through here. So what actually happens through here? So this is really interesting, right? So look, check this out. So we've had a down move, an up move, a down move, and an up move, right? We've had all this down, up, down, up, down, up, down, and down, and down, and down, and down, and down, and down, right? We had all that sort of stuff, and then. What we're getting right now, we're getting what? This sort of sideways movement. So if we get a bit of more sideways movement, what's that going to start to create? Oh, that's going to create my what? My upside down L-shaped pattern, right? up, sideways. If we get that and then we start to get a bit of a breakout, guess what that could mean? And we break above and we break out of this. So we see how we got this level through here, right? See all that level through there? If silver does this, right, we start to go dee da 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 dee dee da da da, right, something like that, and then bing, bing bong to the upside, right? If we get something like that, guess what's coming? Oh, here we go, right? Here we go. Onwards and upwards, and here we go. Onwards and upwards, and here we go. Right, like we're probably likely to see a really good move out of it. So let's just watch this space. And moving over now through to the gold market. What's happening with the gold market, right? Gold market is doing what? Gold market is having a bit of a pullback right now. So the interesting thing when it comes to gold, and if I use a trend line, it'd be that one through there, is what's happening here right now. What comes out of this, right? Because we're in a bit of a downward phase through here. And if we have this level through here, have this low, what's happening right now is that we're having a move down and we're having a slow move back up again. So this is at a bit of a this is short-term technical analysis here, guys. This is at a bit of a do or die situation. What comes next is going to give us a bit of a clue. If we start to roll over like this, guys, we then could be heading down towards this next level through here. Right, if we start to break this 1800 level, then the next stop for gold is down through here somewhere, 800. But if we don't, if for some reason this is not a nice little downward move phase, and we're going to trend analysis, if that is not the case, then we have this down, across, right, down, across. If for some reason we start to do something like this and come down, and then we start to get a bit of a breakout like that, that's going to be really bullish for gold.